Okay, this is an example of a panorama. Now, not your usual panorama. I saw this tree with some very interesting vines around it. And then I looked up and up and up and up. I saw something that was very intriguing. So let me group all of these together. So I now have, just hit the N key here. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images starting at the base of the tree and looking up and up and up. I set the camera, if I'm not mistaken, to manual. Yeah, it doesn't quite tell me. So anyways, I tried to keep the exposure the same because as you look up and up, the sky would get brighter and brighter and the exposure would change, but I wanted to keep the exposure the same on all of these. So I have 5 of them selected. I will say library, no, not there, folder, photo merge, panorama, boom. And it finds all 5 images, successfully merged. Now, as I went up, maybe I tilted the camera or whatever, so you see it didn't quite fit in the edges. So let me just boost the boundary wrap. I mean, I could crop this image, right? I could just go here and just crop it all off. But I want to get as much as I can, so I just increased the boundary wrap. And yeah, it's just kind of stretched it out a little bit and made it all fill in. It looks good. That looks great. So I can just say, if I said create stack, then these 5 images would be stacked, and we just add another one next to it. But I'm just going to merge them. Just makes life a little easier. So it's up here. If you can see what's happening is it's creating the panorama. It takes a while for it to process, depending on how many images, the total megapixels, etc., how fast your computer is. I'll let it finish. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Oh, it just went backwards. That's weird. 3 operations in progress. I have no idea what the others are. Just out of curiosity. Okay, it's building a preview. Okay, and there's the finished image over here. Boom. There it goes. So that's not bad. Now I can develop that image like any other image. So let me bring down the, actually, I'm just going to bring up the textures. Some nice detail there, the clarity a little bit. Increase the vibrance. The edges are a little bright. I'm just going to take those down. I just hit the, what key was that called? It's graduated filter. So I just started from the outside, go to the inside. And let me reduce the highlights there a little bit. Increase the dehaze, not bad. It made those leaves a little dark. I might play with those later. So I'll go to the brush and hit the Alt key and just erase some of that from over here. There we go, I like that better. And then I still have that brush selected. I'll go back to my edit. Actually, I need a new one. And I will go here and again just go all the way to the inside. So maximum here, almost nothing here, and then, sorry, sort of medium, and then 0 there. So again, I will take away the highlights. I will increase the dehaze. Not bad. Okay, so if I take those 2 things away, that's the outside. That's okay. I think on this side, I'll take this one, and I'll just reduce the exposure there a little bit more. That same thing here. Click on this one and reduce the exposure just a bit. Okay, this is looking a little dark along the center here. Let me just, that might be because let's see, let's go back here. If I click on this one, bring that one back a little bit. Yeah, that brightened it up a bit. This one too. That brightened the whole thing up a little bit. So I'm just going to hit an oval thing, but I'm actually going to make a very, very long oval. Very, very, very long oval. I'm going down as long as I can. So now my center point is down here, so I'm going to do it here. So the oval stretches way up high, way up low. I might just alter the angle a little bit. So I'm trying to fit it into this tree. A little bit of there. So let me see what happens if I darken it completely. Oh, that's how it's working on the outside. Intriguing, but not what I wanted. That is intriguing. Anyways, so let me just invert it. So now you can see that this is operating on the inside. So now I'm going to do the opposite. There. Further increase the texture and clarity. Maybe boost the contrast here a little bit. It should be okay. Now if I boost this a little bit more, then I can take the overall exposure down a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to hit the backslash key. That's where we started. That's where we ended up. And I think we're done. I'm going to assign this a 4, which is 4 out of 5 in my books. So that gets cataloged. I've got unrated here, so I will then go back to this one. G for the group view, or what does G stand for? This group, grid view, sorry. So now all of these are highlighted. I'm going to give them all a value of 3, so they're going into my kept folder, and now I'm ready to go on to the next series of images.